Welcome back again in speaking section. In today's video, we are going to talk about speaking skill. Speaking skill is very essential for your communication. If you have no complete command on your speaking skill, you can't become a good communicator. So for good communication, for building confidence, for exchanging your ideas, speaking skill is very obligatory in your life. If you have a complete command on your words, on your vocabulary, on your pronunciation, so you can deliver in easy wording. If you have a no such kind of vocabulary, if you have a no such kind of rhythm, if you have a no ability to speak with someone, then your communication is useless and it's is very hardly to you can face your world, you can face the audience, you can face the listener. So that's why speaking is very essential for your communication. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about few points. If you will keep in mind regarding speaking, then it can help a lot. If you want to grip on your speaking skill, if you want to win the hearts of the listeners, then you should be fully command on your speaking skill. So let's discuss these points that is very useful and helpful in your speaking skill as well as in your communication skills. The first point you should keep in mind when you have a command on your speaking skill, it is self-confidence, a unique style. Third one is good command on words. Fourth one is good pronunciation. Fifth one is self-enjoyment. Last one is motivating. So these are the points, these are the elements, these are the components you should keep in mind while you are exchanging your ideas with someone. Despite of you have so many knowledge, you have too much grip on your skills, but you should be fully confident about your speaking skills. So let's discuss in detail what are these points, what are the components you should keep in mind when you are trying to speak with someone. The first point you should keep in mind when you are trying to speak with someone, when you are trying to exchange your ideas, it's your self-confidence. Self-confidence is a secret of your success. If you will imagine, if you will see different speakers, different orators, different motivators, they believe on himself. So if you have a self belief, you can speak anywhere, you can convey any message to your listeners. If you have a no self belief, if you have a doubt on your personality, then it's a very bad thing, it's a very bad impression that create hurdle in the way of your communication. So it's a very good thing if you have a self confidence, if you have a self motivation, then you can convey your message to your listeners, your audience. So self confidence is very important in your life. If you have a doubt on your personality, if you have doubt on your self belief, then it is a very bad thing. It creates so many hurdles in the way of your communication. Self confidence is essential for your communication, because if you have a self confidence, then there will be no thing, there will be no person revoke you in the way of your communication. If you have a no self confidence, if you have a no self resembling with your subject matter, then definitely it is a very bad impression on your personality. So if you want to command on your speaking skill, then you should know about self confidence. Your self confidence a lot of matters in your communication skills, because any topic, anything, any point you want to discuss in front of audience, you have a self doubt, you have a no belief on your personality, you have no belief on your words, then it will be hardly to share your ideas to others. So it's a very good thing if you have a self confidence, because self confidence is a secret for your success. If you want to build your career, and even then you see the career of the successful people, you can easily realize that they have a self confidence. If you have a no self confidence, you can't success in your life, you can't succeed it in your future life. So it's a very big point, it's a very essential point you should keep in mind. If you want to improve your speaking skill, then there should be a self confidence in your personality. And second point you should keep in mind, it is unique style. Unique style means there will be uniqueness in your speaking style, there will be brevity in your speaking, there will be a rhythm while you are speaking with someone. So you know that a lot of people are in the world, lot of people you will see, you will imagine, you will listen surrounding your environment, but they have a different style of speaking. So through your style you can convince your listener, through your speaking, through your talking, through your conversation, you can motivate it to your listeners. So you have a unique style, you should be unique in your surrounding, in the world, in the area in which you are surviving. So if you have a no unique style, then there will be no good communication from your side. So it's a very good point you should keep in mind all the time. Your style should be unique, despite of you have so many errors, mistakes in your communication, but if your style will be unique, then you can convince your listeners, because all the listener want, there will be a uniqueness in different peoples. So there are many speakers, there are many debaters, there are many orators, they have a unique style. Through your unique style you can convince your audience, your listeners, your students, if you are a teacher, if you are a debater, if you are a motivator, then your style matters a lot. So you should keep in mind all the time, your style should be unique as compared to others. A third point you should keep in mind for speaking skill, it is a commands over words. Means you should be command on your words, like you should use exact words in exact situation. If you will not use appropriate word, exact word according to the situation, then it leads to downfall regarding your communication skill. If you will not use proper rhythm, proper style, proper words pronunciation while you're speech someone, while you're exchanging ideas, then it is a very big flaw in your communication. So it's a very good thing if you will adopt, if you will act upon the advice, the instructions of the seniors. You should be fully command on your words. Like if you are delivering a message, if you are exchanging your ideas in front of audience, your listeners are listening you, that time you should be fully command on your words. Like according to situation, if you will not use appropriate word, if you will use inappropriate words during your communication, during your speech, then it create many obstacles in the way of your communication. That time your communication will be fall, and you can't lead yourself, you can't success yourself any field of life. So it's a very obligatory, you should keep in mind your style should be unique, as well as you should be fully command on your words. And the fourth point you should keep in mind all the time, good pronunciation skills. When you are speech, when you are delivering a message, when you are talking with someone, particularly English point of view, then your annotation, your stress, your voice, your mouth, your lips, all should be in according to your style. Like if you are talking in English, you are using pronunciation skill during your exchanging ideas, then listener must be motivated from your skills. If your pronunciation skill, your style will be unique from other, then definitely listener try to listen you again and again. But if you will have no such kind of ability to pronounce words in a unique way, in a style that is required for American and British English, then it will be difficulties came in the way of your success, in the way of your career. So it's a very important, it's a very essential for you. You should be clear about your pronunciation skill, your style should be good, and your rhythm, your utterance of words should be according to criteria, according to American or British English. So it's a demand of present society, it's a demand of present generation. If you will speak in a pronunciation way, your pronunciation will be good, then a lot of things can be achieved through your speaking skills. So if you have a no unique style, if you have a no good pronunciation skill, then you can face a lot of problems while you are speaking. So you should keep in mind all the time your pronunciation should be good when you are trying to exchanging your ideas, when you are delivering a message to your listener. Another point you should keep in mind, self enjoyment. Self enjoyment means while you are delivering your message, while you are giving a speech, that time you should enjoy from your words, from your topic, as well as with your audience, with your listeners. Like if you are thinking that I am talking with my audience and I am using boring words, I am looking tired, I am not enjoying myself during speech, then listener also do like this. Listener will not enjoy your speech, your talking style, your unique style. So it's a very bad impression that creates hurdle on your personality. So your style should be good, your pronunciation will be good, and you should enjoy yourself. Like enjoy mean you are the delivering a message, you are speech somewhere, you are exchanging your ideas to others, that time you should be clear about yourself, your personality, your enthusiasms, your excitement will be there all the time when you are exchanging your ideas, when you are delivering a speech. If you are looking bored in front of audience, in front of listener, then it is also very bad thing, and it will show you are also looking tired while you are delivering a message, and it create bad impact on your speech. You should keep in mind your style, your ideas should be in that manner, so that while you are delivering a message, that time you should also enjoy yourself. Last point and very important point you should keep in mind all the time while you are delivering a speech, it is motivating. Motivating means when you are delivering a message, that time you should inspire your readers, your listeners, your audience that are listening you. If you can't inspire your audience, if you can't motivate your audience, if you can't convince your listener, then it is a very bad thing. Actually, speaking ability create inspiration for others. If your speaking ability is not good, if your style, your pronunciation, your ideas, thoughts, and other things are not according to the requirement of the receiver or the listener, then definitely it is a very bad thing. It's a very bad impression that came on your personality. So you should keep in mind all the time, you should use that kind of topics so that you can motivate your audience, you can inspire your audience, you can convince your audience, you can build a good image on the listeners, they are listening you. So might be so many people are waiting of your speech, but when you are trying to delivering a speech, that time you can't use that kind of words, you can't do something that is needed of the listeners, that is needed of the audience, then it is a very bad thing. Because if you have to use vocabulary, that kind of vocabulary that is requirement of the listeners, that the listeners are waiting of you, then you should use like this. So it's a very big point, it's a very big thing you should keep in mind. So while you are speaking, then you should keep in mind your motivation will be matter a lot. So these points are very helpful and useful for your speaking. So all the time you should keep in mind these points, because these can create good image in front of listeners. If you have a speaking command, you can go anywhere, you can go any part of the world, you can travel for the search of students, you can go for your inspiration, you can travel outside the world while you are a good speaker and people like your speaking style, then it is a very good opportunity for you, it can build your career. So speaking is very big skill for you if you will follow the all instructions and rules that is required for your speaking skill.